Hello friends, I'm George, the nice smelling gentleman. In today's video, I'm going to take a look at a fragrance that's received quite a lot of hype in the community lately. So I just wanted to see if the hype on this fragrance is real. And the fragrance that I'm talking about is called the Theoreme from the house of Rue Broca. Before we take a look at the packaging and the scent of this fragrance, I just wanted to clarify something for those who don't know. The House of Rue Broca, the brand of Rue Broca, is actually a sub-brand of Afnan. Okay, with that out of the way, a quick look at the packaging. The fragrance comes in this black colored box. On the top, you got the Rue Broca logo. On the front, the name of the fragrance, the concentration, the bottle size. Also, there's this sort of geometrical shapes written, painted on the box itself according to the name. On the back, some legal information, and that's pretty much it. There's also a production date, and this is quite a recent bottle. It was made in May of 2023. You open up the box like this, and inside the bottle, the actual fragrance sits like this. And this is how the bottle looks. Has a nice shape to it, kind of heavy glass. The cap is made out of plastic. It feels kind of cheap, but at least it fits snugly into place. On the top, again, you have the Rue Broca logo. On the front, the name of the fragrance, plus some sticker on the bottom. The note breakdown of this fragrance, as per Fragrantica, lists the following notes. The top notes are listed as citruses, the middle notes are amber and woodsy notes, and the base notes are spices, musk, and patchouli. Now, if you think that this note breakdown seems kind of familiar, you're probably right, because this is yet another take on the Bulgari's Tiger DNA. I'll show you the sprayer in action. I have the dry down of this fragrance on my right hand, and now I'll spray the sprayer on my left hand. The sprayer is nice, puts quite a good amount of juice with a wide spray. So, the opening of this fragrance, that note that is listed as a top note citrus is quite accurate, but it's a bit more than just simply citruses. You get a nice grapefruity note, although it's not super sweet, not super juicy, but it's quite realistic sort of grapefruit note in the opening. But the grapefruit note is also mixed with some other citruses, some other fresh citruses, for example, like a lemon. At least my nose picks a lemon note in the opening as well. So you get a nice grapefruity, lemony opening from this fragrance. Once this fragrance starts to dry down, it starts to become a little bit sweeter. The amber note starts to show itself up. There's a bit of woodsy notes as they are listed again, and a slight hint of spiciness, but this is not a spicy, like heavy on the spicy note fragrance. So the opening is fresh, grapefruit, lemony opening, and the dry down, you still get that citrusy mix, that grapefruit note, that lemony note. They start to take more of a backseat. The fragrance starts to become a little bit sweeter on the dry down, and also a bit woody and a bit musky. Yes, the Rue Broca Theoreme is quite similar to Afnan Turati Blue, and it's also very similar to Bulgari's Tiger. Now, let's talk about performance. When you initially spray the Rue Broca Theoreme, you'll probably end up thinking that this fragrance won't last that much, because that grapefruit note, that citrusy grapefruity opening, it feels nice, but it doesn't feel dense. It feels a bit airy, sort of fresh, and you may end up thinking that this won't perform very well, and that were my exact same thoughts when I initially tried the Theorem fragrance. But as it turns out, this fragrance has a pretty good performance. In fact, surprisingly good performance given the scent profile and the initial impressions from the opening, the first sprays. This thing, I usually get about 9 to 10 hours of performance on my skin, which I think is absolutely fantastic for a fresh fragrance. Projects nicely for about 2 hours. So the Theorem from Rue Broca is a very good performing fragrance. The price tag of the Rue Broca Theoreme, usually this can be found for somewhere around the $30 to $35 mark, in that range. And I think the price is absolutely fantastic for what you get in return. Now, if I have to say just one negative about this fragrance, it will be about the bottle size, because Afnan went with a 90 milliliter bottle size instead of the standard 100 milliliters. And at the end, who is the theorem for, and what are my final thoughts about this fragrance? If you are familiar with the Bulgari's Tiger scent profile, the way that fragrance smells, if you like that fragrance but you don't want to spend that amount of money, then the theorem from Rue Broca is an absolutely fantastic alternative to that fragrance. Again, if you already own a Bulgari Tiger but you don't want to spend your precious sprays, expensive sprays of that fragrance for everyday usage, again, you can check out the theorem from Rue Broca. And sort of the third category of users out there who is this for, I think, if you like fresh, citrusy, grapefruity fragrances, if you like the way that the Bleu de Chanel smells, for an example, because this sort of brings some Bleu de Chanel vibes, again, I think that the TRM are the TRM fragrance from Rue Broca is a fantastic option. All in all, for me, this has proven to be a major hit, and I think that the hype on this fragrance is real. It's super versatile, has a very high compliment factor, works any time of the year, has a very nice price tag, and also has fantastic performance. So for me, this is a love, the Rue Broca Theorem. And so guys, in today's video, I showed you a fragrance, a hyped up fragrance from the house of Rue Broca, the Theorem. An absolutely fantastic fragrance that I really like a lot. I hope that you found this video interesting. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my future videos. Stay safe, and I hope I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye bye.